To really understand how women can optimize their VO2 max, I spoke with a world expert, Dr. Alison Heather. She's a professor at the University of Otago in New Zealand, chief scientific officer of her own cutting-edge startup, and is also an endurance athlete in her own right, having competed in numerous Ironman events. Turns out, when it comes to VO2 max and endurance for women, estrogen plays a big role.
Estrogens, especially in the form of estradiol, which is the main estrogen in a female, that can have many beneficial effects on VO2, getting oxygen to your skeletal muscles. So first of all, it induces vasodilation. So that vasodilation is where your arteries dilate, and so you get more blood getting to your active skeletal muscle. More blood means more glucose and more oxygen to the active skeletal muscle, and so you can increase your oxidative metabolism that's going on.
Progesterone brings in a different effect.
Progesterone has a thermogenic effect, and that's something we have to keep in mind. So it raises the core body temperature as much as 0.3 to 0.5 degrees when progesterone levels are high, for example, in the luteal phase of the menstrual cycle.
That higher core temperature changes how exercise feels.
If you're exercising, if you're out exercising, you are exercising the higher core temperature. And so things like the cooling mechanism you may not feel that as much. And so you have this perceived effort that everything's a little bit hotter during that time.
Progesterone also affects our breathing.
Also increases the sensitivity to carbon dioxide. So if you increase the sensitivity to carbon dioxide, it means that you're going to increase your ventilation rate. So for the same effort, you're going to be breathing harder during your mid-luteal phase.
What's my star phase for doing a VO2 max test?
So honestly, you want to be in your early follicular phase, because your early follicular phase is when you have low estrogen and low progesterone. And that's the most neutral for testing and the most reliable if you're going to do it time and time again.
So instead of guessing, I'm applying this properly. For my next VO2 max, I'm going to do it early in my follicular phase. Because if I'm going to measure progress, I want to do it under the right conditions.